Hi, I'm Steve Kelly, and I am the Vice Chair of the board and the Advancement Committee Chair for Mel Trotter Ministries. As Vice Chair, I'm here to do anything that they ask me to do. Eventually, unless Mel Trotter comes to its senses, I will be the chair of the board, and I hope to follow in the footsteps of some great leadership here. So behind the scenes, we just help support you guys that do the real work at Mel Trotter. On the Advancement Committee, we do some more specific things about marketing and advertising and fundraising and events, and what a fun thing that's to be a part of. So technically, those are some of my roles, but I learned from a past president that was a great example. So if I'm asked, I just say yes. I have been exposed to Mel Trotter Ministries in a couple of different ways. First and foremost was through Wood Radio, where I have a day job, and we do a yearly turkey drop for Mel Trotter Ministries. And for years, I've been a part of that thing and gotten to know the staff and have developed an affinity and a passion for the nonprofit. But I also had a cousin who was a guest, and when I was at a point in my family when we had to say no to Dave, Mel Trotter Ministries said yes. And as difficult as that decision was for us as a family, it was easy for Mel Trotter. So seeing the compassion and the love that they showed, the hands and feet of Jesus, I had to be more of a part of it. And it didn't hurt when I was asked. It's been the fulfillment of my spiritual life. I think now being somebody who's also a part of the recovery community, to see the compassion and the words that play out in my church services and in my Bible to people that touch, for the grace of God, somebody like me who could have been knocking at the door at Mel Trotter Ministries. To be a part of this, something bigger than myself, that's a ministry. It's been an amazing journey to be just a tiny cog in this thing. There was a code blue drive when the temperatures were really low, and we did an interview again on the radio about the need for coats, and I had one. And I brought it into a place that was off-site where we were having a board meeting, but a guest who was on restriction, who was not allowed to go back to Mel Trotter for a little while because of some trouble, showed up there to look for a coat. And I got to give my coat to him. So I got to see how appreciative he was, and I thought it was particularly poignant that Mel Trotter was serving even those who may have been going through a stage when they weren't necessarily to be exposed to others within the ministry, but they were still serving him. And to be a direct recipient of that gratitude was humbling, and only empowered me to want to help serve even more. It was really a cool moment. And I think it's a great example to folks that may give and not see that it's actually happening here at Mel Trotter every day. Well, it set the standard for the compassion that Mel Trotter himself received and then helped give to others. Mel Trotter was also somebody in the recovery community. I would welcome anyone to do a Google search and find out more information, or go to meltrotter.org to find out more information about this humble and amazing man who stumbled into a mission on a very low day in Chicago, and then found himself in Grand Rapids, Michigan to do God's work. Mel Trotter Ministries is first and foremost an organization that helps those that are homeless, but not in a situation where they're just giving handouts. It's hands up, and through example and amazing stewardship, folks find a connection with Jesus, my Lord and Savior, but they also find work in the community, and they get the guidance that they need to be sustainable human beings, because after all, isn't that what it's all about? It's about compassion and it's about stewardship. And sure, it's a ministry, and through the example and ministry that we do here at Mel Trotter, folks learn all of that and become better people. I think a lot of us judge. I know that I do. And I think a lot of us feel powerless when we walk by somebody or see somebody on the streets, and we marginalize that individual. And it's easy for us to make up some sort of narrative about them that maybe they deserved through a bad series of choices to be in the situation that they are. But specifically, as somebody who's been a part of and continues to be in the addiction community, I know how some small decisions, some mental illness or diseases like alcoholism can lead to a catastrophic chain of events. And so many people that we've talked to and ministered here at Mel Trotter Ministries can point to just a couple of things: a lack of relationships that have led them into impossible situations, that through the compassion of Jesus and the great work that's being done at Mel Trotter Ministries can be reversed and made even better. If you are on the fence about finding out more information about volunteering, sharing your time or talent or treasures, just go to meltrotter.org. Sign up to come to the ministry and find out a little bit more. It's an amazing organization of people who selflessly give of themselves to help make a difference in people's lives and in people's afterlives as well, because after all, isn't that what it's all about?